Hi everyone, welcome to Symphony Radio. I'm your host Symphony. Thank you so much for checking me out. If you want to see more amazing content like this, please follow my Instagram because I'm working on becoming more active, and if you want to, you can follow my other socials too, but my station's Instagram is of the utmost importance, so please follow that first. I hope you all are having an amazing day, an amazing evening, an amazing whatever, and let's just get into the first song. Again, thank you for checking me out.
It gives me the Dickens, reminiscent of Charles. A little discotheque nestled in the ghettos of Niggerville, USA, via Atlanta, Georgia. A little spot where young men and young women go to experience their first little taste of the nightlife. Me? Well, I've never been there. Well, perhaps once, but I was so engulfed in the OE I never made it to the door. You speak of hardcore. Why the DJ sweating out all the problems and troubles of the day? Why this fine, bow-legged girl finds all outdoors, loves lukewarm lullabies in your left ear, competing with Set It Off in the right. But it all blends perfectly. Let the liquor tell it. Hey, look baby, they playing our song. And the crowd goes wild, as if Holyfield has just won the fight. But in actuality, it's only about 3 a.m. and 3 niggas just done got hauled off in an ambulance. 2 niggas done started busting. And 1 nigga done took his shirt off talking about, now who else wanna fuck with Hollywood Cole? This just my interpretation of the situation.
Yes, when I first met my spotted, oded, dopalicious angel, I can remember that damn thing like yesterday. The way she moved reminded me of a brown stallion horse with skates on, you know. Smooth like a hot comb on Napa ass hip. I walked up on her and was almost paralyzed. Her neck was smelling sweeter than a plate of yams with extra syrup. Eyes beaming like 4 carats apiece, just blinding the nigga. Felt like I cheated the whole order that presidential. My heart would beat so damn fast. Never knowing this moment would bring another life into this world. Funny how shit come together sometimes, you dig. One moment you frequent the booty clubs, and the next 4 years you and somebody's daughter raising your own youngin'. Now that's a beautiful thing. That's if you're on top of your game and man enough to handle real life situations, that is. Can't gamble feeding baby on that dope money, might not always be sufficient. But the United Parcel Service and the people at the post office didn't call you back because you had cloudy piss. So now you back in the trap, just that, trap. Go on and marinate on that for a minute.
I wrote this record while 30,000 feet in the air. Steward is complimenting me on my nappy hair. If I can fuck her in front of all of these passengers, they'll probably think I'm a terrorist. Eat my asparagus, then I'm asking her thoughts of a young nigga. Fast money and freedom, a crash dummy for dollars. I know you dying to meet him, I'll probably die in a minute. Just bury me with 20 bitches, 20 million and a countdown fitted. Hold up, 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 hold up. Yeah, big shit poppin'. Section 80. Back in this bitch, in the back of that bitch, with my back against the wall and your bitch on the edge of my dick. Jump off. I call a bitch, a hoe, a woman. I never did nothing but break the ground on top of the asphalt. Tire mark gave you evidence that I'm easily pedaling with the speed of a lightning bolt. As a kid, I killed 2 adults. I'm too advanced. I lived my 20s at 2 years old, the wiser man. Truth be told, I'm like 87. Wicked as 80 reverends in a pool of fire with devils holding hands. From a distance, don't know which one is a Christian. Down. Who can I trust in 2012? There's no one, not even myself. A Gemini screaming for help. Somebody hold up, 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 hold up. Yeah, big shit poppin'. Everybody watching. When you do it like this, nigga, losing ain't an option. Hold up, 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 hold up. Yeah, big shit poppin'. Hey, kick her out the studio, Ali. 24/7 nigga working his ass for it. She popping that ass for it. The king of diamonds with diamonds, I never do ask for it. They checking my passport. I'm too accustomed with customs, you calling the task force. I killed it, somebody cuff them, they want me to fast forward the game. And why you complain when you niggas is passport? You'll never hop in my lane when you pushing a rap for it. You wrecking my Jaguar, you play like a bad sport. Her feet on the dashboard. Hold up, 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 hold up. Yeah, big shit poppin'. Everybody watching. When you do it like this, nigga, losing ain't an option. Hold up, 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 hold up. Yeah, big shit poppin'. Everybody watching. When you do it like this, nigga. I wrote this record while 30,000 feet in the air. Steward is complimenting me on my nappy hair. If I can fuck her in front of all of these passengers, they'll probably think I'm Osama. The plane emergency landed. It was an honor. Hold up.
waste more time. Hold on to that feeling. Move to higher times. Move to higher times. Can't give up on love. I can't give up on love. Hard times, hard times, times. Can't give up on love. No time to waste more time. Hold on to that feeling. Yeah, hold on to that feeling. Move to higher times. Move to higher times. Move to higher times. Move to higher times. Just don't give up on love. Can't give up on love.
That's alright, it's a new thing. Those are okay, I'll just... You're good.
Just like you know you should. people funny. Losing people funny. Money, my business. Losing people getting more. Losing people finding peace. If I gotta choose between you or me, it's me. Patch it up, there's no more bleeding. Going on my way for legion beings. There'll be no more, no more, no more. Ooh, what would I do without you? Talking about really myself. No, babe. Ooh, what would I do without you? Talking about really myself. Loving me is good for my health. Losing people funny. Losing people funny. Losing people funny peace. Don't owe no explanation. Don't have to extend patience. Don't have to give you space. And on my space, taking up my space. You playing get up on my face. With that, I don't tolerate charades and acts. Why you ain't do it in my face instead of my back? Like the spirits wouldn't tell me where the hell you was at. Like the spirits wouldn't tell me where the hell you was at. People funny, money, my business. Losing people getting more.
Guys, I just want to put a PSA out there. I know this isn't music related, but just listen. It is so, when people talk about like the alt-right pipeline, they're not lying. Sorry, my friend texted me. I can see it from my laptop. They're not lying. The alt-right pipeline is like a real thing. Before, you used to be like, oh, alt-right pipeline, trans pipeline, soy boy pipeline. That sounds like really transphobic, but that's not what I meant. Because when I think of pipeline, I think of that thing. I'll see if I can find the picture, but like I used to be like a Discord kitten when I was little, so like I think of like the soy boy like pipeline. I think of that thing, but the alt-right pipeline is a real thing, and I am a true and real victim of it. Like I didn't realize how easy it was to like fall into this. So someone brought to my attention, someone who watches this, who I became like friends. I don't want to say friends because they're like a lot younger than me, but they do have really good political takes, so I do talk to them occasionally. But they're like, Symphony, why'd you like this? And I was like, oh, what was it? So I went and I looked, and there was this thing about like this racist thing about mass immigration of like brown people in Europe, and they're like, oh, we need to kick all Arab Muslims out of Europe. And I was like, oh my gosh, why did I like that? So sometimes when I go through Instagram, I'm like doom scrolling, and I'm just like halfway asleep, and I'm just like liking stuff. So I'm just like, sometimes I don't always know what I like. I feel like this is like a canceled video, but it's not even, I'm not famous enough to get canceled. I'm just putting it out there how easy it is to fall into this stuff, because literally all of my reels, even my TikToks, before my TikToks were like normal, now all my TikToks are becoming like alt-right stuff. Like it all started, I actually watched this really interesting video. You guys know the guy who makes those linguistic videos. He's from like the Philly, New Jersey area. He actually did a really interesting TikTok on this. So if you go through his reposts, all of his reposts are like Kirkified stuff, which reminds me, there's a Turning Point USA thing at my school, and I'm like, we literally live in Southern California. What is the point of this? So I went up and asked him about it, and I was like, oh, isn't Charlie Kirk racist? They got really mad. They're like, no, she's not racist. And then they started talking to me about burning the bathroom, and I was like, okay, I gotta go. This is getting insane. So then I left. Anyways, point of the story, he's been reposting a lot of Kirkified memes, and I was like, oh, that's funny. But then he actually made a video, and the point of him reposting this because he actually said, guys, I know nothing about computers, I know nothing about language, like I'm not super smart, so I'm gonna try to explain this the best way possible, but I may be wrong. But computers can interpret the difference between something that's like satire and something that's real. So when a computer see you repost or like something about like something getting Kirkified, like literally going crazy, like I feel like everyone I look at has like Charlie Kirk's face on it, but whenever you see someone with like a deep fake Charlie Kirk face, the computer will interpret that as you liking something that has to do with Charlie Kirk or has to do with the alt-right pipeline. So as I start to like, Nick Fuentes has been on my reels for like a long time, but as I started to like those Kirkified stuff, like more Nick Fuentes stuff starts popping up, more Jew stuff starts popping up, more immigration stuff starts popping out, and I literally just think that's the dumbest thing ever. Like literally, it's just class consciousness. You guys can see my feminist Karl Marx literature books up here, but like people just blame everything on Jews, and I literally don't understand that. Like, how can you look at something and be like, oh, well, because of your race and your religion, let's blame it on you? Like, I think that's, well, Judaism isn't a race, but it's like an ethnicity, and I think that is like absolutely so stupid. Now, what I do blame, because I do think a lot of the times they do have interesting takes, not from an anti-Semitic point of view, but just from a Zionist point of view. Like, I do think a lot of the issues are a result of capitalism and Zionism, which kind of like correlate, but it doesn't have anything to do with like a random Jewish person. You think a little Jewish kid is trying to bring like black people into America so that they can be used as a biological weapon to get rid of white people? That is so stupid. And they always like to bring up this stupid CIA thing, which like isn't even real, has no like historical evidence of being like a real event of allegedly this Hungarian rabbi saying in like the 40s we're gonna bring in immigrants to get rid of white people, when first of all, or 40% of Jews are white. Ashkenazi Jews are white. That's why DNA tests are banned in Israel, because like this is what I feel like they get wrong, because like it literally makes no sense. Ashkenazi Jews are white. That's why they can't take DNA tests in Israel, because they're white. They're not from the Middle East. That's why Israel has like the highest rate of sun cancer. Anyways, I'm getting off topic, but he was like, oh, we're gonna bring in a bunch of immigrants for bioweapons so we can get rid of white people. That's not true. Like, and literally the only other evidence of that, besides being on like the FBI, CIA website, whatever, it came from this white supremacist magazine in like Alabama. Literally, that's not real at all. And that was like talk about like, oh, they keep bringing immigrants into our country. The whole reason, now this is where it's like, it is Zionism. They bring immigrants are coming into your country is for capitalistic reasons. Not makes it sound really bad, but just listen. Western powers like Israel, United States, England, Germany, France, whatever, have went into those countries and literally destroyed their governments, destroyed their economy, and destroyed everything to keep the West on top. And then when those people come into the West looking for economic opportunities due to the West coming in and taking all their resources, destroying their government, people like to be like, oh, it's the immigrants. It's not, it's the immigrants. It's the immigrants. When it's literally not the immigrants. It's your country. Your country is the reason these people, that sounds like really racist, but you guys know what I mean. Your country is the reason immigrants, mass amount of immigrants are coming in to your country, and they're not destroying your culture. Like, it's literally so stupid. Anyways, the whole point is it's just so easy to fall into the alt-right pipeline. It all started me liking Charlie Kirk stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like, it's the Jews, it's the Jews, it's the Jews. It's not the Jews, it's the Zionists. Although I still believe like Israel is like the root cause of like a lot of evils, but I really don't want to talk too much about it because I do love my life. I know I'm not super big and famous, but I do have like a very small platform, so I don't want to talk too much about it because I know how to swim, I know how to drive, I love my life, and yeah. But like even on TikTok, like it's insane. Like all of a sudden it's just like looks maxing collab stuff. Like it's actually so upsetting because looks maxing TikTok is just like ED Twitter for like men, or ED Tumblr for men, and it's really upsetting because like it's literally promoting like unhealthy standards to like little boys that like don't even matter. The average woman isn't gonna look at Jordan Bear or whatever and be like, oh, he's really cute, he's really handsome, I should go ask him out. Like, no, I hate this because it's like a TikTok buzzword term, but like that's like, I hate this word, the male gaze. Like no average woman finds like a looks maxer that looks like that attractive, and I honestly hope I do end up in a BP edit because I feel like I do mog everyone, so I hope this isn't the intro of a BP edit. But like those are so stupid. You're just building insecurities in little boys that literally women don't care about, because most of the time they're doing it for female validation, or they're doing it to feel validated by society, when in reality they look stupid. No woman wants a guy like, Botox like cheeks and his cheeks like sucked in his eye. This is gonna sound really racist, but you guys know what I'm trying to imply. Like eyes that are like all the way back there. You don't need to inject peptides into your cheeks. Like literally my whole For You page is just like collab looks masking stuff with like Cuff'em, and like also I think Cuff'em is a coon. Like literally that's insane. How could you just sit and do that and let your friends call you the N-word, let Adam Ross call you the N-word, let Cuff'em call you the N-word, let Nick Fuentes call you the N-word. And when you guys do see me like Nick Fuentes reels, I know I'm a part of the issue. This is why I'm talking about the alt-right pipeline. It's because he's funny, but then I actually have to think like, oh, this guy's not just funny, he's actually like a white supremacist that wants to ethnically cleanse the United States, even though he's not even white. Like I'm more of an actual white person than he is. Like he's, what is he, like Italian and he's Italian and Irish. That wasn't even considered white like 100 years ago. If anything, I'd be considered more white than him. My family is German. Like, well, obviously I'm black too. But my grandmom's like a German white woman. So like, I literally don't understand that. And I just think it's so stupid and it's so like absolutely like insane. And just guys, beware of how easy it is to fall into the stupid looks maxing far right Jew stuff, because literally none of it is real and it's all just absolutely insane. If you guys actually want to educate yourself, just read. Knowledge is power. Just don't fall into like Instagram reels, it's the Jews and blame the Jews on everything. Just blame Zionists and billionaires on everything, because likely they are the root cause. So although I don't blame the Jews on everything, I do blame Zionists, and those two things do not correlate. Like, I think we need to just blow up Israel in its entirety. Anyways, you guys, let's get into the next song. I've been like yapping for too long, and I want to talk about something music related, but I've just been thinking like, it's so easy to fall into stuff like that. So let's just get into the next song.
Avenue, welcome to the roots, the roots.
People in the place, Check it. Black thought is in the house, and I believe it's in the house. We're cooling out, we're in the house, and our voice is in the house, and the man in the house is in the house, and our question is in the house. Definitely the rules, turn it out, and our big yo, is in the house. My man, is in the house, we're cooling out, we're in the house, and our agenda is in the house, and our bloodhounds is in the house. Yo, my man, just get on the mic with your master class. Like I can make you dance, I can make you shout. The scripts in the scroll turn the whole party out. Inject my lyrics in a sec with dialect. Why accept? Because it's from the highest high in depth. Rap extraordinaire, share me, never ever. See through because I be true, Malik's together. Intox yourselves till your brain vein swells. Niggas acclaim terror when they're never parallel. Once I have a hunch that there's MCs that front, I just crunch the whole bunch in one big bunch. I always stand firm under any term. My actions never squirm cause my tracks is perm. I have a tendency to defend as MC. My residency is simply intensity. I make it vivid. On different continents of earth I pivot. It seems extreme and exquisite, but ask it isn't. My style is like a cat from the 70s flip. Talking jive as he struck with his afro pick. Or a predator just before he stalks his prey. When I talk this way, I do dismay. See you puzzled. Now how I think you're trying to juggle. My mind is like a 9M double. Now there's trouble. The roots bring your styles in all types of creed. I sign off, but I shall proceed. That's the anthem of my throne. Not to glorify, but it's sorta high. Troubles of the world bring tears to my eye. Wonder why my man can't vaccinate. Y'all know the fate. Similar to the way I'm a disease on tape. Within a world of hate, many mics I rape. To escape metropolis in such a violent state, I spill words over pages, styles over phrases from the world's different stages for crowds of different ages. Though not a nova, you witness like Jehovah how niggas beg for lyrical plague to pass it over. Right. Niggas is like stick-up kids doing bitch. You got caught into the black thought. I interface with bass when I communicate. Crowds I elevate to another mind state of rap thinking. See musically the black thinking rhythm. Therefore, I give them what I'm giving. Therefore, I give them what I'm giving. That's the hardcore. The roots to keep it real for sure. And I shall proceed. Continue.
not sure if this is a big thing anymore because literally I haven't recorded in so long, but I did have it because I have a little, in my notes app, I write down like all the things I find interesting, like, oh, maybe I should talk about that. So I don't know if you guys saw, because then again, I know I always reference this, but I have to because of my audience. My audience is male dominated, so I don't know if they keep up with like female rap, especially the underground, because men, I don't know why men hate female rap. I literally just think they hate female rap because I saw this somewhere, but like it doesn't prioritize men, it doesn't prioritize men's needs. And female rap, it typically just talks about like what a woman wants, what a woman needs, and men just had to be like, oh, I don't want to listen to that. I don't want to listen to a woman talk about how she used a man for sex and all this other stuff. Like, I don't think using people is either a good thing either, but that does tend to be like in female rap. So it's not really understandable because it's just men hating on women, because men talk about the same thing in their songs but literally 10 times worse. Anyways, but Georgina, who was it? Georgina, the girl who made that what's that one song? It's on the tip of my tongue. I do like her music. She made like Elevator Spaghetti or Spaghetti Elevator, whatever the song is. And then she also made another song that was really popular on TikTok. Caribou, the girl who's in Concrete Boys. And then Anicia. I love Anicia so much. And then who else was it? And Gio, but Gio's not a rapper. That's just Cardi's lesbian girlfriend. That doesn't even sound real. Every time I think of her, I think of Rude from Euphoria though. She's pretty, but it's insane because you can see like how bad she's. I've never been like a fan of her because I literally didn't know who she was until I knew she was hanging out with like a little. I sound like so bummy, but like technically it's part of like what I do to like keep up with stuff like this, but I also was just like a bum and like invested in like celebrities' life, even though it has nothing to do with me. I knew her hanging out with like a Lil Yachty and stuff, and then she started hanging out with Cardi, but I'm still so confused because I'm like, I thought she was a lesbian, but all of a sudden she's hanging out with Cardi, so whatever makes her happy. But you can just see the decline of her health and her drug addiction. But that's actually so crazy. Could you imagine like actually like popping pills and like drinking lean or like whatever? Like that's actually insane. Like who's gonna be like, oh well, they had pills right there, let me go try it. Like I understand smoking weed, that's normal. I understand drinking, that's normal. And I understand like even doing, I know no drug is considered like a small drug, but doing ecstasy, not that I do any of these things, but just stuff I like seeing movies and stuff like that, like at a rave or something. Like I understand that, but popping like actual pills, doing like actual drugs, that's just like absolutely insane. Like who's gonna be like, well maybe they just get so famous that they get bored with their life or they get peer pressure. Because fakemink, he also looks like a drug addict now. It looks insane because he used to be really cute. I still think he is really cute. He looks like my first boyfriend, but he looks like he does like insane drugs, and it's just like, what happened? Anyways, I'm getting completely off topic, but it's just insane like to see people decline once they get like even more famous, because fakemink used to look like so normal. Now he just looks like he does like actual drugs, which is unfortunate, but hopefully he quits, or maybe I'm just judging and he doesn't do any actual drugs. Basically Georgina, I'm pretty sure Lil Yachty put her all up to this because they had no beef beforehand. I don't understand the point, and it sucks because I like every single one of their songs, and I don't care about the whole Caribou thing of her not writing her own songs. Her voice still fits music and it's still good. And it's really unfortunate that Yachty put her in that deal because I literally have no idea what the point of that was, because he's literally like ruining her career. Anyways, but Anicia made a song when she came at Caribou and Anicia, and she had no reason to came at Anicia because I do think Anicia is a better rapper than Georgina. I hope I said that right. Georgina made a song dissing Anicia and Caribou, but Anicia is a better rapper in my opinion than Georgina, but Georgina still makes good music. I hope that makes sense. So anyways, and then Caribou can't even come back at her from my understanding. If I'm wrong, I probably am, but like from my understanding, Caribou can't even make another song at her because she's in that deal and can't even release music. But I thought her and Yachty were like cool. Like I thought they had like resolved their like issues or whatever, but apparently not, because I have suspicions that he put her up to say something about those two because of their beef, because literally Georgina and Caribou had like no, I'm saying this like I'm their friends and I know them, but I don't. From my understanding, they had no contact with each other, so I really don't understand the point of that. And then she started calling Gio doesn't even make music, so I don't know what she expects her to do, like a little Mexican that gets abused by Cardi, which is true. I mean, well, she's not Mexican, I'm pretty sure she's Brazilian, but she was getting abused by Cardi. Like sometimes I just think like, how is Cardi like still like famous? Because he's actually like an awful person. And I'm saying this, unfortunately I am a Cardi fan, but it's important to separate the art from the artist. But he's like a straight up abuser, and his whole clan of like cult members like Destroy Lonely, Ken Carson, like everyone in Opium. Like I feel this is just like an underground rapper thing in general, and I know they're not underground, they have like millions and millions of monthly listeners, but I feel like the underground has basically become its own like sub genre of hip-hop and rap. Like at this point, underground just just means you make a certain type. It's basically just like hyper pop music and music like that. Cardi makes underground music, in my opinion. Like, I think underground has basically merged into its own genre. But it's just insane how he just like actively abuses women. He actively, like, didn't he beat up his pregnant girlfriend? He went to jail, and then allegedly he beat up Gio because he didn't want to have sex with him. But I think she's a lesbian, I don't know. And then he like beat her up and punched her, and then he punched his limo driver, and then like he's just literally like an awful person, but people still pay to go to his, I did pay to go to his concert because he makes good music. Like, I have my, his self-titled, I don't know why I couldn't think that word, self-titled album over there. But then sometimes I think like, oh my gosh, this guy would probably like beat me up and like throw me down a flight of stairs, but it's like I'm still gonna listen to him, which is pretty awful on my part. But I still listen to Kanye, and he hates Jews, so I guess it's like not that much of a difference, because I guess it is important to separate the art from the artist. Because when you just think about like what these people do in their lives, like I listen to Nicki Minaj still, and her husband's a child rapist. Like, he could not come near my house because I have two little sisters. So anyways, I got completely off topic, but isn't that just so insane when you think about it? Like, could you imagine like actually being like a grown man and beating up like women? That's crazy. And then I'm such a self-hypocrite because I still listen to his music. Like, I say this, Cardi is one of the only, and I am a Cardi leaser, music-wise, not personality-wise, but Cardi is one of the only artists that I think like his albums are all perfect. Like, there's some artists I'll be like, even my favorite artists, like Kanye up here, like I'll be like, College Dropout, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. His other albums are all like really, really good, but I don't like Donda 2 as much. I don't like Kids See Ghosts as much. But then Cardi, when I think about, Die Lit, I'll be like, well, let me compare that to find my favorite album. Let me compare that to Whole Lotta Red. I'll be like, no, those albums are just as good as each other. And when I think of his self-titled, I'll be like, no, that album is just as good as Die Lit. That album is just as good as Whole Lotta Red. And then I'll think about I Am the Music, and I'll be like, no, all these, or is it I Am the Music, or is it just music? Either way, those albums are all just as good as each other. I'll just think about it and be like, wow, like Cardi is one of the very few artists where I can say like all of his albums perfectly add up with each other, and I can't pick a favorite Cardi album because they're all like really, really good. I have such bad ADHD. I actually need to lock in so I can actually say something productive, because I started off talking about Niecy and Georgina, now I'm talking about ranking Cardi albums. But yeah, Cardi is one of the very few artists that I cannot like rank or pick a favorite album from, because they're all like really, really good and just as great as each other. So let's just get into the next song so I can stop yapping.
ማን ብዬ ልሰይምሽ ምኑን ትቼ ማን ልበልሽ ፍጹም ድንቅ ልጅ ነሽ ማን ብዬ ልሰይምሽ ምኑን ትቼ ማን ልበልሽ ፍጹም ድንቅ ልጅ ነሽ ድንቅ ልጅ ድንቅ ነው ውበትሽ ከዋክብት ናቸው አይኖችሽ አቤት ቅርጸ ሥራው የከናፍርሽ ፈገግማ ስትይ ሌላ ነው ጥርስሽ ማን ብዬ ልሰይምሽ ምኑን ትቼ ማን ልበልሽ ፍጹም ድንቅ ልጅ ነሽ ማን ብዬ ልሰይምሽ ምኑን ትቼ ማን ልበልሽ ፍጹም ድንቅ ልጅ ነሽ ፊትሽ ቅርጹ ውበቱ ማስደሰቱ አሉሽ ሽፋል ቅንድብ ለድምቀቱ ያስልካካ አፍንጫ በጠይም መልክሽ ላይ የውበት ቅርጽ ይዞ አርጎሻል ሌበላ ማን ብዬ ልሰይምሽ ምኑን ትቼ ማን ልበልሽ ፍጹም ድንቅ ልጅ ነሽ ማን ብዬ ልሰይምሽ ምኑን ትቼ ማን ልበልሽ ፍጹም ድንቅ ልጅ ነሽ ጥቁር ሐር መሳይ ነው ጸጉርሽ በትከሻሽ ወርዶ አልብሶሽ አሟልቶ ፈጥሮሻል ምንም አይጎልሽም ድንቅ ልጅ ድንቅ ነሽ በሌላ አልጥራሽ ማን ብዬ ልሰይምሽ ምኑን ትቼ ማን ልበልሽ ፍጹም ድንቅ ልጅ ነሽ ማን ብዬ ልሰይምሽ ምኑን ትቼ ማን ልበልሽ ፍጹም ድንቅ ልጅ ነሽ ፍጹም ድንቅ ልጅ ነሽ ፍጹም ድንቅ ልጅ ነሽ ፍጹም ድንቅ ልጅ ነሽ
I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the music, and please, I take any criticisms. Yeah, I just take all types of criticisms. Nice criticisms, though, because I want to try to make this as best as possible. So please just let me know what you think. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, follow my Instagram, and I will see you guys in my next session. Bye, everyone.